as you make your way down, you see the glue station on the right hand side, and that first table, you see that large piece in the centre? That's the Waterford City coat of arms. And that's where they came up with the idea for the logo. You know, the seahorse? Do you see the sea serpent on the right hand side? They got the idea from that. Now also on that table you see the snowman on the right and the nutcracker just behind there. Now down here on the left you can see the old-fashioned telephone. Now on the next table you see the piano. And beside the piano then you have the whale and the calf. Now there's a completed one of those out in the showrooms, the whale and calf. Did anybody see it? Yeah. So they're making 15 of those altogether. It takes 3 to 4 weeks to make one of them. And that's the starting point for the calf. You see the solid block on the outside. That's what they start out with. Now I'm going to point out a few pieces on the table just directly in front of me here. You see the piece on the left at the front, the bowl. This was presented to President Barack Obama in 2015 by our Taoiseach Enda Kenny on St. Patrick's Day, filled with shamrock. The tall piece behind it, that was commissioned by the late Queen Elizabeth II for the Golden Jubilee. So she commissioned 5 or 6 pieces of that. Then the piece in the centre, you see the other tall piece in the centre, that's the Ashes trophy, that's the cricket trophy. 2 over from that, in the background, the Santa Anita, that's a horse racing trophy. Now the second piece in on the right, at the front, the bowl, that's a piece, that's a new one they started making last year, the Christmas bowl. You see the detail on it, it's the detail all the way around, there's a village engraved on the back of it, so a lot of detail on that piece. Now you see the bear over at the window, we saw the individual pieces earlier, that's the bear there at the window. So here in the engraving they use 3 different types. One is with the copper wheels, it's called intaglio, it gives a 3D effect. The second is diamond buzzing, which is done with an electronic pen, and the third is sandblasting. Now this piece here on my left, this has all the engravings, this is a 9/11 piece. This is the intaglio here at the front, the diamond buzzing at the side, and the sandblasting at the back. Now the original was donated to the firefighters in remembrance of Father Michael Judge. So the original one is with the firefighters, we have this one here, and there's also a smaller version in the Bishop's Palace Museum, which is directly across the road from here. Now before they engrave or sandblast anything, they dip it in acid. So the acid factory is 3 miles outside of Waterford City, because for health and safety we can't have it here in the city. So they dip it in acid, they polish it and they check it. This is the final quality check, this is the 6th check. If it passes the check at this stage, the word Waterford is placed on it. So every piece of Waterford crystal since 1955 has the word Waterford on it somewhere. Usually it's on the base of it, it depends on the piece. I'm going to point out some more pieces over here on my right. You see the lamp up on top, that's the Van Gogh piece, the Starry Night. And somebody has ordered one, you can see the master craftsman working on one here at the moment. Just beside that then you have the Four Seasons bowl, that's a production piece, you'll see that in the showrooms. And then in the centre we have the Four Seasons vase, another production piece. Just down from that you can see the Bronze trophy. Now down at the very end you see the piece with the tiger on it, that's the piece that Our Lady engraver Kate, that she completed. So we have one lady working here in the factory. So again, if you want to get any photographs here, there's just a few more pieces then over to my left here. You see the one up on top, that's a Christmas carol, and then you see the one with the reindeer, and then we have the bowl with the sea turtle. Just down here then we have the piece with the dog on it. So again, if you want to take any photographs here, take your time. When everybody is ready then we'll start to make our way out, and we'll finish then in the showrooms. I'll show you the Irish lace collection, because you saw one piece of stem work, we just got the end, we were just finished making them. So that's the Irish lace collection with the pull stem. I'll show you those when we finish in the showrooms. I'll also show you a piece with the word Waterford on it. Okay, thanks everybody.